It's just do or die. It might actually ruin your confidence. There is no such thing as monk mode. Well, not entirely. Monk mode is just a phrase, and it can be called anything. Some people call it the grinding. Alex Ramosi calls it the season of no. And it doesn't really matter. The point of monk mode is you focus on one thing for a prolonged period of time. 4 months, 6 months, to a year, or 2 years. Let's discuss why you shouldn't go to monk mode. So if you're part of the Red Pill movement, you probably know that monk mode has a lot of benefits, just very hype, extreme hype. It's like you have the crazy motivation to do monk mode, and then you do monk mode and like it sucks. You're completely tired, you're destroyed. Here's the side effects. Apart from other parts of you go down, only one part of you, which is your goal, goes up. In the short terms, it might actually ruin your confidence. Because if you're gonna cut off everything else and focus on one thing, you're not gonna adapt to it very easily. For example, you're very used to talking to a lot of people, then suddenly you want to do this monk mode to improve yourself, and then you cut them off to focus on one thing, one particular goal. That won't go as smoothly. Maybe your confidence comes from your friends. Maybe your friends give you motivation. Maybe your friends are kind of your coping mechanisms. Now, what happens if they're gone? A lot of things change, and there are a lot of variables to consider. And that's not just with social life, that's with everything else. That's one reason why it's unhealthy. It affects you psychologically. That's a big thing. How does one actually go through monk mode? You need energy, a very big amount of energy to go through it. Everything needs motivation, not this kind of motivation that you only do something when you want it. No, it's something like when you eat, there's kind of the thought of motivation or motive was to eat. For there to motivation, you're gonna need energy. Any type of energy. By energy is equal to emotion. If you're very angry, you have that energy, you can use it to grow. If you're very happy, you can use it to grow. If you're sad, you can use it to improve yourself or anything like that. You could spend that energy and you only need particularly one. To feed your motivation to pass through the barriers within the monk mode, you need so much energy. Usually the ones that go through it and finish through monk modes are the ones in the deepest of the pits, where everything is just falling apart, everything is destroyed, you have nothing else to fight for. It's just do or die. That's usually the people who succeed through monk mode. For most of us, it's not really healthy, especially if you don't have much energy, much endurance, not particularly used to discipline or being beyond your comfort zone. You might want to take it slow. It's not bad to try. I recommend you try it for yourself because you only learn through your experience. Actually, just saying that it's probably not a good idea. If you do focus on one goal for a prolonged period of time, everything else is gonna die. And if you do go through that, many will think you're going crazy or even in fact getting toxic. Because it's definitely not normal and it's beyond the average. It does work, indeed, it is very efficient, but not all of us can do it. And most of us fail, like me. I did that before, and as I remember, the first time I did it, I got burned out every 2 weeks. And one time I actually got sick for 3 days. I wasn't used to it at all. But it's not the only way of improving yourself. When I tried monk mode, I wasn't entirely focused on one thing, and I got completely burnt out, but I still learned how to grow. A lot of things actually are just with your mind. Everything is within the mind. So we just need to find a way to change the mind. That's why everyone recommends therapy, to remove those baggage, remove those unnecessary, unwanted things, and just focus on developing, having a healthier lifestyle. Coffee. I'll be talking exactly the ways of improving yourself without going beyond the limits and completely destroying yourself afterwards, like monk mode. This is just to end the series of my Nathaniel's journey. It's been a few months. It's a very big break since I last boasted. Actually, I had a relapse back to my old stupid self. Again, I'm so sorry. And I'm trying to go back to improving, and I've learned a lot of things along the way. I'm going to share it to you as well.